On Bafana Bafana will be looking to secure maximum points to enhance their quest for AFCON 2025 qualification when they take on South Sudan this afternoon in Juba. Now, this will be South Africa's second group match after playing against Uganda last Friday in a match that ended in a 2-2 draw at the Orlando Stadium. And joining us ahead of the Group K clash is FarPost football editor Mthokozisi Dube as we look ahead to the next assignment for Bafana Bafana. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Mthokozisi. And before we get into what South Sudan and what that challenge poses for Bafana, let's perhaps take a step back and look at Group K in its entirety, how things are looking for Bafana as we prepare for this game. Of course, we've got back-to-back fixtures against Congo coming up, and we are languishing towards the bottom of the standings.
Yeah, look, I think a bit of a disappointing start for Bafana Bafana, considering that we were playing at home. I think we should have won that game. I think going away, becomes easier when you won your first home game. And we find ourselves in this position because Uganda went on to win yesterday against Congo. So Uganda topping that group with 4 points. Congo, who beat Sudan, being second. So Bafana is third because we couldn't, win this game at home. So it's a must-win for us this afternoon in Juba.
Yeah, and let's look back then at that performance against Uganda, because many would have thought that was a sure 3 points. Unfortunately, though, only managing to get a single point from that 2-2 draw. Ultimately, where do you think the frailties are? Because we're exposed in defence. Veli Moto with a couple of errors of his own. But if you're looking at that game in its entirety and some of the areas that Coach Hugo Broos would be looking to brush up, where would those be?
Look, I think if you want to win football games, you've got to take your chances. You've got to convert the chances you create. The first half, we created quite a number of chances, but we didn't make use of those chances. I get the feeling that I think the mentality of the players sometimes is a bit. When you're leading 1-0, you need to keep going. You need to keep going, get more goals, and make sure you kill the game as a contest. But I think Bafana were a bit relaxed after that one goal that they scored. And then, in the second half, they obviously considered, I think the second goal for me was very unfortunate. I think Veli Moto should have done better. That's a routine cage, for any goalkeeper at this stage of the competition. Also, looking at his positioning as a goalkeeper, I think he cost Bafana Bafana the maximum points. So, look, they will have to do better as a team, and hopefully Hugo Broos makes the right decision when it comes to goalkeeping.
Does that cost him his place then in the starting lineup, in your opinion?
Look, 100%. Look, you can't afford to make that kind of mistake at that level of the game. Yes, mistakes do happen in football, but I think that's a routine catch. And for me, going into the Uganda game, I thought Sipochain, the Orlando Pirates goalkeeper, has played more football than any of the 3 goalkeepers that Hugo Broos has. He's played in the MTN 8, he's played in the Champions League. He's a regular starter for Orlando Pirates, and I think he's done extremely well. Veli Moto, on the other hand, I think when we go back to last season, his position at Amazulu was not very firm. Ole Tumzimela, the 23-year-old goalkeeper, obviously gave him a good run for his money. I know people will say Veli has been part of the setup, but no, he's not started a game. He had not started a competitive game for Bafana Bafana since coming to the team. Same as Sipochain. Surely he could have started the match, and I'm sure Hugo Broos should make the right decision and have Sipochain start that match in Juba, because he's match fit.
Yeah, so it's changed for you then to get the start. Let's then, as we wrap things up, look at the conditions there. Of course, playing on an artificial pitch, how is that likely to affect the playing style of Bafana Bafana and the conditions under turf as they look to then get maximum points?
Look, I think I was just looking at the temperatures in Juba. Around 2 p.m., you're going to have temperatures of about 33 degrees. Just to put it into context, in Johannesburg, it will be about 18 degrees at that time. But look, Bafana played in almost similar conditions in Koroko at the AFCON. I think I was there to witness, and they should quickly adapt to that weather and also be able to manage the game very well, because you risk fatigue and struggling as the game wears on. So That's going to be a bit of a challenge for them, and also playing in artificial turf. I think not very easy to do so. Look, when you look at Sudan, in the last 5 games, they've not been able to win a game. They last won a game in September 2023. Bafana Bafana, on the other hand, it's been 11 games unbeaten since that loss on the 16th of January in against Mali in Ivory Coast. So I think they go in with a bit of confidence against a team that's been struggling, with form. So they should take advantage and win that match. And go joint top with Uganda. Then we can take care of the rest in next month when we host Congo at home and go away to Uganda in November.
Yeah, we wish them all the best. Thank you so much for your time. Mthokozisi, of course, that's Mthokozisi Dube, who is the editor of FarPost, just giving insights ahead of that crunch encounter between Bafana Bafana and South Sudan. Let's go for a